sense, and that's kind of like where my question was coming from, because what I realized in just living and observing life, and in my research as well, um, when people say they're inheriting diabetes, for instance, they're inheriting a lifestyle, and they're inheriting the
Yes.
chemistry plus this lifestyle, so their family members have the same chemistry. You understand what I'm saying? A very similar chemistry. And so this particular person, if your mom have diabetes with the lifestyle you've been living, if you keep living the same lifestyle, you're probably, you're at risk, higher risk of getting the same exact thing, because you come from that same family. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what people are inheriting, they are inheriting a chemistry, that is the same.
But when it's only 5% of genetic reason why people get sick, the percentage is only 5 comparing to 90 something percent of lifestyle. Why are we talking about genetic when we should be talking about lifestyle?
Because at the same time, it is relevant. It is relevant that I think both is relevant. I think it's relevant that you pay attention to what, is going on in your family, because it may be an inspiration factor. Like, okay, my grandmother got emphysema from smoking. I don't need to smoke anyway, but you know what I mean? That's not a lifestyle.
The chance is greater with you getting it because, but that doesn't mean you're going to get it for sure. Since the percentage, what I'm saying is, if the person, it's not that the risk is not there, it is there, but we should not focus on that. Like, I remember when I used to live in New York, I went to a lecture by a bunch of doctors in Brooklyn, and they were dealing with genetic. I said to them, but why are you focusing on genetic and more not from lifestyle?
I think they're both relevant, but I understand what you're saying. The lifestyle has to change regardless. The lifestyle has to change. That should be the focus, and whatever is the inspiration for that, definitely it is the focus. And so, one more question. So, do you feel like people the whole vegan thing, the whole identification of utilizing the terms is starting to get too commercial and outside of real true health?
Well, it started getting very popular when President Clinton became a vegan. He had an interview on CNN with Dr. Dean Ornish, Dr. Esselstyn, with that guy named Splitzer. What was that show? I forgot his name because I don't watch TV Anyway, he was on CNN with also Sanjay Gupta talking about him. He felt like he's a young man again when he became a vegan. And Clinton even started, they show him with an apron teaching cooking classes, vegan cooking classes. The veganism, people have to be careful because there's a lot of misleading information out there. People who are on the internet with the hope of making money, like the guy who came with celery. Now you cannot even buy celery because celery is so expensive. Like, celery can heal everything. When everything can heal, every plant has benefit. It's not just, every plant is a superfood. But he realized that celery is easy to juice.
You brought up a point.
It's easy to juice, and it's gonna go viral because people are looking for convenience. What's easy? It's not easy to juice lettuce. Lettuce is much beneficial than celery, but you have to get so much juice, so much lettuce into the juicer to get a little juice. But celery, you just boom, 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 you get a nice glass of juice. So people open up with the idea, and before you know it, everybody on YouTube is celery. So I go to the DeKalb Farmers Market. Celery used to be $2 and change. Now celery is $3.99. Okay, and sometimes you cannot even find celery. So people have to be careful with all these people giving misleading. And also you have people doing the master cleans. They use all kind of olive oil, and olive oil is another subject of conversation to show that all oil are unhealthy, and when you listen to the chemistry, people are drinking vinegar, people are drinking, and healing is a biological process. It's a process that the body makes itself. The body is an extremely intelligent machine. All it needs is food for fuel. If we provide that food, the body knows exactly like what to do. If you get a cut right here, after a few minutes, you see the blood getting dried up, and the skin the blood is coagulating and the skin is putting itself together to heal. It's everything else inside of the body is done the same way.
Yeah.
I watch it so many times at these clinics. I visited clinic in the Middle East, in California, in Puerto Rico, in Florida, in San Diego. I mean, so many places when I go in, 90-something%, it's the same. People change the food and the disease melt away.
They go plant-based. That's what I like to say. People be like, "Are you vegan?" I say, I'll just say I'm plant-based. You know, because you can be vegan and eat too much starch.
Oh, by the way, before I finish, I want to remind everyone, I don't want to forget that part, is my favorite green is baby lettuce. And every time I tell people baby lettuce, they say, what is that? Because we are made of bacteria, and we have a lot of bad bacteria that is bring by food, by meat, by milk, and any animal product will build up the bad bacteria. So we need to incorporate the good bacteria all the time, and the easiest way to do it is baby lettuce. Whatever you eat, you build up the good bacteria. You eat baby lettuce with it.
And that's the thing. See, that's what I was going to say. Like, first of all, the vegan thing is like, okay, I can say I'm vegan, but you can have too much sugar, the wrong kinds of sugars, preservative, chemicals, processed foods. You know, you can be eating bad, very bad, and so-called vegan. So we have to be careful with that. Those GMO meats that they got now and all of that, you know, you can't just eat that every day. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, you know, soy, you know, we can't do that and call ourselves vegan and make it synonymous with health, make it synonymous with healthy. You know what I mean? It's not always the case. And so that's what I always try to urge people to research things, because, you know, it's all about really just being conscious of the chemicals that we put in our body.
And I teach people how to make simple meal like that take 1 minute, and how to organize your fridge. This is what the lecture is going to be, workshop is going to be about, how to organize your fridge so it can be easy in and out, to make a juice, to make a smoothie, to even make a wrap. It takes 3 minutes. So these are the little tricks I want to educate my community how to do, so they don't have to be frustrated. Because when you have a lifestyle of 30 years of eating a certain way, and then suddenly you're going to change it to be vegan, you want it to be easy.
Things.
You want it to be an easy thing.
That's right. So those who are in the process of transitioning,
I have secrets for them to stop the craving. To stop the craving. It's easier than you think. It's so easy. It's mind-boggling.
Oh, man. And she got so many things I want to talk about. You're going to have to come back. Okay, so, you know, the Happy Vegan Coach. You're on Instagram just like that, right?
Yeah, Happy Vegan Coach at Instagram, and on YouTube, Happy Vegan Coach, and on Facebook, happyvegancoach.com.
Okay, and I'm going to post her flyers on Sharice_Nicole on Instagram. Also, you'll be able to watch our videos now podcasted by our own DJ Heed on IGTV as well. We're on Facebook Live right now as well. We're doing all that. You know, we're going to capture all this greatness, all this genius, all this innovation. You know, we're going to capture it and just give it and broadcast it in every way we can. So we thank you so much. You're going to be tomorrow. You're going to be